Hey everyone, welcome to another little breathwork session. Hope you enjoy these. Today we'll be talking about the autonomic nervous system. Probably talked about it many times before, but right now, as you're sitting down right now, your nervous system is active. It's not asleep, it's awake. And that feeling of awakeness comes from the central nervous system or the brain and the spinal cord. All our senses are coming into this thing that's processing all of our experiences and creating this image of what we call reality. It's not actually reality. It's reality perceived through the senses. And so we've got the central nervous system. And then we've got an autonomic nervous system, which is the sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. And these things are both acting right now as we speak in various levels. For example, I'm speaking right now. That's a use of energy, and it involves a lot of the sympathetic nervous system response. But my parasympathetic nervous system response is also acting at the same time, and they're what's called opponent processing. So they're both trying to basically overtake the system. This is anthropomorphic, but it's overtaking the system so that it can reach its goals. And so it's automatic. So it's not really like you have a lot of direct control over it. But there are certain things that we can do to indirectly affect it. So there is the breath, which is a really good one. And then there's exercise, and there's a lot of other ones, diet as well. And so when we start to influence this autonomic nervous system, we can basically, so the autonomic nervous system doesn't influence what you feel. It does influence the intensity with which you feel it. So if the sympathetic nervous system is in overdrive, if you are constantly reacting to everything as if it's a threat, and you see threats everywhere, basically the system is telling, like, the intensity with which you feel that is much greater if there's an imbalance in the autonomic nervous system. So let's try a little example. So inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. And as we just do it, start to register your state, register how you feel right now. So inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Noticing how the intensity with which we feel things is changing. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. And with this next exhale, focusing on actually relaxing various muscles in your body. So inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth, relaxing whichever part of the muscle feels tense, anywhere in your body. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. And when you get to the end of this exhale, hold the breath. What we're doing is aiming for a sense of air hunger, where you want to take a breath in. We're just going to push through that just a little bit in order to feel that. So holding the breath. And returning to a normal breath. And now noticing how has the intensity with which you feel things changed from that short intervention into the nervous system. Do you feel more calm? Do you feel less calm? Noticing that state of awareness right now, and noticing that it's not reality, it's an image of reality that our brains create. And through these breathing practices, we can modify and influence what we feel and how intensely we feel it. you might be wondering what people in the Himalayas do when they go off on their own or in small groups of people, and they basically spend all day just meditating. Well, they're trying to find out what's true, what's real, because all of these images that we have of what's going on, if you look into them, they aren't real. And it's pretty clear. You can easily do this for yourself. You can ask yourself, what is real right now in this moment? And then, you look at the senses, you look around you, and those things are real, but real subjectively for your experience, but they're not the truth, because they're images that have been developed over millions and millions of years as our species evolved and learned how to basically communicate. And another interesting thing is that the part of my brain that is modeling who I am is also the same part of the brain that is modeling other people. So we are like very socially inclined. So this thing that we see everywhere around us, these things that we hear, those work the same way for other people, and we can transmit stories and symbols through other people to other people, and thus changing the way that they see themselves and the way that they see us. So hopefully this was interesting. Hopefully you enjoyed this little talk I have about the autonomic nervous system and things far beyond that as well. Have a great day.